Hello, this is Marie Lundi, your trusted real estate advisor. And so one of the first things you notice when you walk into a house, whether it is your own or somebody else's, is the smell. The smell of the house, right? And so having a great smell in a property can either set the stage for a positive experience. When you think about it, you may want to unwind, take your shoes off and stay a while. Versus if the smell is a little bit unsavory, that may raise a question regarding other conditions in the house that may be a little bit off, right? And so for today, we're going to talk about how to identify and also remove some of the smells that may exist in your home and ultimately make your home smell better and have a more positive experience. Hey, by the way, if you've been enjoying my videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and also forward it to your friends. If you notice an unpleasant smell in your house, is really to take a close look at where it's coming from, right? And so we want to address the problem at the source, not mask it, right? So you want to look around, whether it is a matter of removing the trash or if it's a mildew situation, whatever the case may be. The first course of action is to remove that situation completely out of the house, right? So you want to clean up the problem at its source. So that is tip number one. Also, if you have an HVAC system, you want to change the air filters 4 times a year. I like to think about it as changing the air filters once every season. Now, doing so will not only improve the air quality in your house, but it will also help keep the odors out of the house, especially if you have pets or if you are a smoker. Regularly changing those filters will help with any type of lingering odor that may exist in your property. Once you have eliminated the odor out of your house, remove the odor from the source by cleaning and perhaps changing your air filter. One of the least expensive ways to freshen up the air inside your house is by simply opening up the windows, right? So let some fresh air run through the house periodically, especially if the weather's nice and the AC is turned off. You just want to air your house out so that the air quality can improve and any lingering odors can naturally flow out of the house. You can also bring in some pleasant smells, natural smells into your home by doing some of the following things. For example, you can buy some plants, some flowers. You can also buy some essential oils like lavender or lemongrass, right? And one tip is, for example, you could sprinkle some essential oil into your vacuum bag, or if you have a vacuum filter, you could once again, just put a few drops of essential oils on top of that, and as you vacuum your home, that will naturally release some pleasant smells. You can also put some essential oils on the filter. If you have air filters, right, periodically you could just put some drops of essential oils on the filter, and naturally as your HVAC system works, it would release those pleasant aromas. One of the more relaxful aromas when walking into a home is the smell of something baking in the oven. And so if you don't have time to actually bake something, one of the quick tricks would be to take a flat sheet and drop some vanilla essence on that flat sheet and put it in the oven and just let it simmer just for a few minutes, and the whole house it is going to smell as though you've been baking for hours, and it is very pleasant, especially around the holidays. You can also boil some cinnamon sticks, some citrus fruits such as oranges, and let that simmer on the stove for hours. And that will just brighten up your whole space without you doing anything. Also, it works very well if you have a crock pot, right? So you could just put some water, some cinnamon sticks, some orange slices, and just let it simmer. Quick tip, if you are going to place something in the oven or on the stovetop, remember to also set a timer so that you don't forget that you have something cooking. And of course, let's not forget the staples such as scented candles and diffusers. Something that I came across most recently are stones that actually work like charcoal, where they absorb not only moisture, but also some unpleasant odors, right? And so there are a few examples, as you could see, that you can buy online or at your local hardware store, but they work quite effectively, especially in basements or garages where you may have a lingering smell as it relates to moisture or dampness. And so lastly, if you're cleaning your home and you're trying to get to the source of any unpleasant smell, but it still persists, one last option would be to contact a company that can help you eliminate some of the more severe persistent odors, such as maybe pet urine or feces, right? So there are companies out there that specialize in this type of a matter. And so I hope that this information was helpful. If I can help further with any of your home needs, please don't hesitate to contact me. Once again, this is Marie Lundi, here to help.